are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
On play action, they'll throw.
Finding Williams on the check down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, McCann. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Go, 38.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, McCann. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. McCann. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a handoff up the middle. Robertson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Nicholson. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, McCann.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, start ahead of schedule. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. McCann. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of this drive coming up. A long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. McCann going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Running to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
On the set.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off play action. McCann. This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Nicholson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road. But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing to start the drive. McCann. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. A final shot before break. McCann going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I think anyone thought we'd see a run for some 2nd and now long, and that never no surprise. They can't make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Metcalf. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Robertson. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready up. Blue striker. Yellow blue.
Back to throw. McCann. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Williams running left.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCann. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCann
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So that'll go as a 40-yard loss on the play. And that'll force a call on a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing on 3rd and long. McCann. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCann. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
It's caught. Lockett. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Okay, ready?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCann going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff would be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
And cycle.
Up the middle they go. Robertson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Come on, set.
They'll try and run for it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Now Youngway coup for the extra point.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Right when this set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on third down, McCann. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at fourth down.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.